Hey everybody, and welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Grant, this is Jeanette, and we are not live yet. Are we live?
Are we live?
No.
Not happening.
Oh, now we are.
Oh, we are!
Hey everybody! Funny to see you here. We are live. I'm Grant, this is Jeanette. We're live in the Rachael Prep Kitchen, and today we are celebrating the big game that's happening in less than 2 weeks. If you joined us on Tuesday, we made a bunch of really great game day snacks, and today we are celebrating one of our favorite game day foods, chili. That's right, we're having a chili cook-off. Both Jeanette and I are going to make our version of chili. And also stay tuned because we're going to have a big halftime show planned.
Big halftime show.
So stay tuned, everybody. But we have to get started on our first chili. So Jeanette's going to kick it off. What are you making?
Yes, I am. So I'm going to show you guys how to make a white chicken chili, which is, and I really just like entertaining with chili, not only for football season, but just all the time. I feel like it's just one of those meals where you just make it all in one pot. It's just a little bit of chopping, and I love making it a ton of it. So, you know, I'm actually going to start with 2 pounds of some white meat chicken and just some ground chicken. You can use turkey as well, or beef. But normally when you're making a white chili, it's normally with some white meat. So I am going to add to my 2 pounds of ground chicken. I'm going to add in 1 onion and some celery. Grant, can I have you chop that jalapeno for me?
Totally. Chili's one of my favorite game day snacks, but and Jeanette's too, right?
Yeah,
you love making chili. But let us know if you're watching at home what your favorite thing to make for the big game is. We love to hear what you guys are making.
Yep.
And let us know who you're rooting for.
Yeah.
There's 2 teams playing this year.
There's 2 teams. It's the Pats versus the Falcons.
Yep. That's the 2.
Who are you rooting for, Grant?
I'm a huge fan of the Pats.
The Pats.
Yeah.
You were a fan of the Falcons the other day. That's funny.
Oh, that's what I meant. The Falcons.
I'm a fan of chili. So I think chili's going to win this one. Let us know, like Grant said, let us know what you guys are cooking for the big game. First, we're getting started with a comment from Nicole. Hi, Nicole in Vegas.
Ooh,
thank you for joining us today. And so so like I said, I'm getting started on my white chicken chili. 2 pounds of some ground chicken breast. I'm adding in an onion. I added in a few stalks of celery. And then to make it a little spicy, I'm adding in a jalapeno. Yeah. Thank you, Grant, for chopping that. Grant, your dad commented, Wendell, and said, no wardrobe malfunctions, please.
Funny that you say that. I actually had a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh.
I was opening a can of tomatoes this morning and it exploded.
It was an emergency. We got the seltzer water, we got the Tide pen, we got it out. We are good to go. Oh, our friend Rachael Lodi, who's actually taking your comments right now, says go Pats. So go Pats from Rachael. And hi to Amanda from Rome, New York. Hi, Amanda.
Hello, Amanda.
So I'm just gonna season with a little bit of salt and pepper, and then I'm just gonna add in some of your regular chili spices. Yeah. Since we're making a white chicken chili, I'm not gonna add in too much chili powder because that's what gives it that like red hue. So I'm adding in a little bit of cumin, some coriander, and a little bit of chili powder. And then I'm just gonna let that. I didn't add my garlic yet.
Oh, we gotta have the
cardinal
garlic.
sin of chili. You gotta have some garlic.
Sam commented and said you guys make the best food, and then he loves the sweater.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Yes, because I'm wearing a t-shirt.
I like your t-shirt, Grant.
Tan commented and said she's making deer chili today.
Oh, how nice!
Wow.
I've never had deer chili.
A little Bambi in your chili is not a bad idea.
So now I'm.
All right.
I am adding in a little bit of garlic, and you can smell that. Once those spices hit the pan, it really starts to toast. And you want to kind of wake those up. They've been sitting in the jar for a while. Yeah. So I'm going to let this toast up a bit, and then we're going to get things moving along with the rest of the chili. But I think, should it be time for you to start yours?
Yeah, totally. Yeah? If you guys are just now tuning in, today we're having a chili cook-off. Yeah. Jeanette's getting started on her white chicken chili. I'm going to come over here and get started on my 3 chili, beer, and beef chili.
Okay.
It was, for some reason, I wrote the title of the recipe and I can't say it. It's 3 chili, beef, and beer chili. And I'm going to get started with the chilies over here. I have 3 different types of chilies. This is an ancho chili. It's basically a dried poblano chili. It's dried and smoked. I'm just going to tear the top of it off and kind of shake out some of those seeds. You can leave some of the seeds in there because the seeds don't make it kind of spicy. So if you want an extra spicy chili, you can leave them in there. But I like to take some of them out. This is a pasilla chili. It's a kind of a mild chili. All these chilies, they probably have in the international section in your grocery store, so just kind of look out for them. I was using them over when I was home for Christmas, and my parents had never really used dried chilies before, and they actually really loved it. And once you start using them, they're really super simple. to use, and they're pretty inexpensive too. And this is a dried jalapeno pepper, so I'm throwing that
Grant,
in there.
Caroline just commented in, and since you are making a 3 chili, she wants to know what chili pepper should you use to make it like medium spicy.
Ooh, medium spicy. Well, the poblano chili is really good in chilies because it has a really nice chili flavor, but it's not really that spicy. It's kind of like smoky and sweet. I know Rachel likes to say that it tastes a little bit like a raisin, like it has like a raisin flavor going on.
Yeah.
And then the pasilla chili is a little mild too, a little bit spicier than the ancho. But if you're making this chili at home and you didn't want it to be spicy, just leave out the jalapenos and the chipotle peppers.
Gotcha.
It'll be fine. So I put that into a little stock pot right here with just 3 cups of beef stock. We're going to bring that up to a boil, and we're going to let it boil for like 10 minutes. And once the chilies get nice and soft, we're just going to blend it up, and that's going to be like the base to our chili. So in this pot I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef, and I just kind of brown that up, and we're going to add in 1 onion and a few cloves of garlic that Jeanette's chopped
I
up
got your
over here.
onion right here. Let me grab the food mover. We want to say hi to Nancy from Brooksville, Florida. Aren't you from Brooksville?
The Brookville I'm from does not have the S. I'm from Brookville, Ohio.
Okay. So we've got a friend in Brooksville, Florida. Hi, Nancy. And Kathy asked what % fat-free turkey did I use. I actually am using chicken breast, so that's actually 0% fat. But you don't have to use breast. You can definitely use like the regular, like, is it 90-10 fat?
Yeah.
Should I add this into here?
Yeah, so throw the onion in there, and then those garlic cloves. I'm going to season it up right now with just a little bit more seasoning. I have some smoked paprika. The reason I love this chili recipe so much is because I love smoky peppers, and this is just like a really smoky.
So yummy.
Yeah. A little bit of cumin, and obviously some chili powder. You got to have some chili powder.
You getting some garlic in here too?
Yeah.
Excellent. Amanda's mom says hi. Amanda's mom is a very long time viewer. Hi, Amanda's mom.
Hi,
Thank
Amanda's
you for
mom.
watching. Hi to Tara from Glowersville, New York. And Tara also said, beer and chili, yum. I think we're both doing beer and chili today. And there might be a surprise beer cocktail as well, so stick around. We're really getting you guys prepared for the big game. If you're just tuning in, you're right in the middle of Grant's beautiful 3 chili beer and beef chili.
Yes.
And I've got a white chicken chili going, and there's a very fun surprise halftime show coming up, so just stick around for that. Gina commented and said, hello from the West Coast. How do you chop onions without crying?
That's a good question.
You know, actually, this is a funny question. This is a funny answer. I wear contact lenses, and I know that's, I don't know why. It kind of like protects your eye.
Yeah.
Because I'll be standing next to somebody chopping an onion, and they'll be tearing all the time. I don't know if that helps.
I know a really good trick. I actually learned this in high school. I worked at a fast food restaurant, and one of my jobs was to slice up the onions, and it would make me like tear up like crazy. And this lady I was working with taught me that if you go into the fridge, like it was like a walk-in refrigerator, for some reason the like coldness just made you stop crying. Yeah.
Oh, how funny.
So at home, I guess you can just stick your head in the fridge. Just do that. Try it out.
I like that. All right, so you got your garlic and onions in there.
So everything's cooking up. I actually have our stock back here that's already been boiled. So this has been boiling on the back there for about 20 minutes. So the peppers are nice and soft now. So I'm gonna go throw this into the blender and blend it up, and then we're gonna throw it into here.
Yummy.
Do you want to finish up your?
Yeah, I'm going to show you a couple more steps of the white chicken chili. First, I'll say hi to Jeff. He said to add bacon bits to the chili. That sounds really good. Jeff, that's a nice suggestion. And Carol says hello from Jackson, Michigan. Hello, Carol. So like I said, if you guys are just tuning in, we're right in the middle of our fun chili cook-off for the big game next Sunday, and I'm making a white chicken chili. So now I had started with 2 pounds of ground chicken breast. I added in some celery, some onions, some jalapenos, got some nice spice, and seasoned it up with some chili seasonings. And now I am going to deglaze with some beer, because it's not watching football until there's some beer involved, right? So I am just going to deglaze the pot with a little bit of some light beer. Mike just commented and said, have either of you ever tried Cincinnati chili?
Ooh, I have. Yeah, I'm from Ohio, close to Cincinnati actually, and I grew up eating Cincinnati chili.
Yeah.
Rachel, not too long ago on the show, made a, it was a white cowboy chili, right?
Yeah.
So it was a lot like the Cincinnati chili, but instead it was like a white turkey meat chili.
So
it was delicious. Good. It was so good.
I know. I've actually never had it. I've never been to Cincinnati. I have a lot of friends from Cincinnati or people that love it. I guess I have to order a can. Never had it.
Should.
Bring it back for me next time you go home. Hi to Susan from Muncie, Indiana. Hello, Susan. And Lynn says, bring on the booze. Lynn, we're so close. We're very close. We've got some fun cocktails going. All right, so I'm just going to let this beer cook out. And I just wanted to glaze and kind of get all those yummy bits that kind of start browning on the bottom of the pot. So I just deglaze with like half the beer. I'm actually going to pass this over to you because you're going to finish the beer, right?
Yeah, totally. So I'm going to do the same thing. The beef and the onions and the garlic and all those spices are cooked up really nicely in here. So I'm just going to deglaze the bottom just like Jeanette did to get up all those really yummy bits. And we're just going to let that cook out for about a minute before we add in everything else.
Wait, Grant, Susan commented, and this is a really funny thing. She dips peanut butter sandwiches in chili.
Ooh,
you ever heard of that? I've never heard of something like that.
I've never heard of that, but I think that would probably be really good.
I mean,
right?
I can't. Peanut butter goes. I love peanut butter.
Yeah,
so
you can
that's
put peanut butter on anything.
Mindy said she made slow cooker chicken chili last week, and she had so much left over. Mindy, that's another reason why I love making chili. So easy to freeze. I feel like it almost gets better when you put it in the refrigerator and eat it as a leftover a few days. Yeah. I always make massive amounts of chili at a time.
Yeah.
Helen says hello from Toronto, Canada.
Hello, Helen. And Mary commented and said, do you ever add cinnamon to your chili? Yeah, I have done that before. I think that's one of the things that makes Cincinnati chili Cincinnati chili. There's a little bit of cinnamon in it.
Nice cinnamon flavor.
Nice warm flavor, yeah. And Tammy is watching from Ramsey, Minnesota. Hello, Tammy. And Rose is watching from Southern California.
Hi, guys.
Speaking of Southern California, where they have wine.
Sure.
Yes. We're doing our halftime show now.
It's time for the halftime show.
Time for the halftime show.
Get ready,
we are
everybody.
both making cocktails. You get 2 cocktails today for the price of 1. Jeanette's going to get started, right? What are you making?
I am. So I actually just got back. I was talking on Tuesday. I just got back from a really fun girls trip in Jamaica. And we kind of spent the whole weekend drinking mojitos. I know it's the dead of winter, but we were in a nice tropical island and we were drinking mojitos. And I just thought, you know, like I like beer, especially when I'm watching like a sporting event, but I'm not a huge beer drinker, but I always kind of like something fizzy. It always feels very fancy when you're drinking something fizzy. So I thought, why not make a 5-ingredient sparkling mojito with some sparkling wine instead of seltzer water? Yeah. I thought, hey, let's try it. Yeah. So I'm gonna like I always do when I'm entertaining and making cocktails for a crowd. I always make my cocktails in a pitcher so that you can just kind of leave it out. I always put it a little bit further away from the kitchen so that, you know, because you're running around the kitchen when you've got company over and there's so many things happening. So I always like to set up the pitcher on the other side of the like bottom floor, and then I just leave the pitcher, some glasses, some garnishes, and then everybody's their own bartender. Who doesn't love being their own bartender? So I'm just starting this with I have about maybe 2 or 3 limes in the bottom of here, and about a whole cup of mint, and I'm just muddling that all together just to get the juices out. Also, like, it kind of saves you that time of squeezing so many limes. You're just kind of giving it one good muddle.
And you're going to get all that really yummy flavor from the rind.
Exactly, all the nice essential oils.
Yeah.
All right.
Tammy commented and said, have you made many of your dishes? Oh, she's made many of her dishes, and they're made me a better cook.
Oh, how nice.
That's wonderful.
That's like really humbling.
And Sarah commented and said that she opens the freezer and takes some breaths while she's chopping onions.
So maybe that does work.
Yeah. And Richard commented and said, what ale would work best for this? We're both using a really light Mexican beer, but I mean, any beer is fine. Just throw it in there.
One with alcohol in it.
Yeah, whatever you have in the fridge, just put it in there.
Hi to Rachael from Brandon, Mississippi. And Kenny says that he adds peanut butter to his chili bowl. Okay, guys, is this a thing?
I never knew about
How did we not know about peanut butter and chili? Please let us know if this is something that you guys are used to doing, because it sounds delicious. All right, so to my muddled limes and mint, I'm just going to add in about 2 cups of some light rum. And then I'm going to add in a bit of agave. You can definitely use some simple syrup. I'm a little lazy, and I also kind of like that agave is already a natural sweetener. So I just kind of add in a little bit of agave instead of making simple syrup, but you can absolutely use that. You could use honey, you can use maple syrup. I love finding fun and interesting ways to sweeten up your cocktail. And now as for the fun sparkling part, I'm going to add in some Prosecco.
Yummy.
You can use champagne, you can use sparkling wine. I like Prosecco. We always have Prosecco on hand because it's very inexpensive. You know, it's not... I think this is maybe like $12 or $13 a bottle. Yeah. Pretty inexpensive. I don't know. This is going to be fun. I'm going to grab the glasses off the back counter.
If you guys are just now tuning in, we're in the middle of our big game halftime show, and we're both making a cocktail. Jeanette's on her first one. All these recipes, just to remind you, are going to be up on the Facebook page later today, so make sure you come back and check those out. Kevin commented and said, can you use wine and beef chili instead of beer? Yeah, totally.
I see why not.
And if you at home, if you don't drink and don't have wine or beer in your pantry, then you can just totally skip it. It's totally fine. And Darlene is watching from Ontario, Canada today.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi, Darlene.
And Claudia from Germany.
Hello, Claudia.
Guten Tag. I love saying that. Jen said that she puts chocolate in her chili, and it's delicious.
Like cocoa, like a mole.
Yeah,
probably that sounds really nice. All right, so I'm just going to serve up 2 of my... there's only 5 ingredients in here, guys. Some sparkling mojitos for my people out there who aren't super beer drinkers for the game. I don't know, I always just like having like a beer, wine, and a cocktail option when I'm entertaining. Yeah. And that's fun. See, just make a big pitcher.
Yummy.
Cheers.
It's delicious.
Cheers to the big game.
Cheers. Thank you. Ooh, that's delicious.
That is nice.
That's
that
really
is
good.
really nice.
I love that. And the I think the fresh like mint and the lime is really good for this time of season because it's kind of fun to have something fancy like that.
It makes you feel like it might be summer outside, even though it's winter.
Yeah, I feel like I'm in a tropical
location. It's also kind of hot in here, so it's great. It feels like it's the middle of July.
It's delicious. Becky is watching from Warrington, Maryland.
Maryland.
Is that
hello.
MD? Okay.
MD, MO.
And
Missouri.
Sandy is watching from Redding, California.
Hello, Sandy.
Hey, Lori from Staten Island.
One of our borough sisters. Hello, Lori.
And John from Austin, Texas.
Oh, fun, John.
We love Austin,
We're going to be in
Texas.
Austin in a few weeks. We're going to South by Southwest with Rachael. We are pumped.
Very excited.
Cannot wait for that.
So if you guys are just now tuning in, we are in the middle of our halftime show.
It's the halfway through the halftime show?
Yeah, we're halfway through the halftime show. Jeanette just made this really delicious cocktail. I'm going to get started on mine.
Nice.
Today I am making a spicy beer Garita.
Say what?
Yes,
That
that's
sounds
right.
delicious.
It's like a margarita, but it's made with beer, if you didn't get that from the title. So right here I just have a nice frosty mug. I'm going to run a half of a lime around the outside of it.
Oh, should I do it with you?
Oh yeah, I have one right there for you.
Oh, thanks.
And then I'm just going to dip it into this little salted rim that I made. Basically what I did is I just mixed some kosher salt with a little bit of ancho chili powder and some cayenne pepper. So it's like smoky, salty, spicy.
Lots of things happening.
And then down into the bottom of that glass, I'm just going to put in a couple dashes of hot sauce.
Yummy. Madeline commented and she said, I always make a side of white rice with chili. I like that as well. I actually, when I'm doing a chili bar at home, Rachel makes tons of chili bars all the time. I'm going to show you what I put on my chili bar a little bit later. But I like to serve it with some quinoa or like some wild rice. I like that. Just kind of actually stretches it a little bit further because you don't need to eat as much chili if there's a little bit more starch in there.
All right, so I put in a little bit of hot sauce. I put a shot of lime juice into each of our glasses, and now I'm going to put in some tequila because it's not a margarita without tequila, right?
It certainly isn't.
Would you grab some beers off the back?
Oh,
over
yeah.
there? Open those suckers up. I'm going to put in a shot of tequila. I'm going to use Blanco tequila. You can use any tequila that you have on the bar. It'll work perfectly fine.
Hi to Sally. Thank you for watching from Redlands, California.
Hello, Sally.
Laura from Irvine, California. Hello to you. And Rachel's watching from Wisconsin. Hi, Rachel.
And now I'm just going to top off this tequila and lime juice with the beer. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, frosty and delicious.
Doesn't that look yummy?
That looks so...
I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of lime. And look at that. Super simple, just a couple ingredients. And that is a spicy beer Garita.
Oh, I know Lady Gaga's going to kill it on the halftime show, but this might be a close second. Look at that beer cocktail. That is just, that looks really refreshing. If you went out to brunch, they would charge like $12 for a cocktail like this.
And I'm only going to charge you $5.
Oh, wow, thank you.
You're welcome. Cheers.
Cheers. Beer, ooh, spilling. Party foul.
Yum.
Wow.
Hot sauce on mine, actually. Isn't that yummy?
That is really yummy. The nice salty, smoky, spicy rim on the top.
Hot sauce kind of sounds weird in it, but it's
no,
good.
add some more.
I
think that's really delicious. Carolyn says hello from Fort Worth, and it's definitely chilly weather down in Fort Worth, Texas. So you'll have to check out these recipes and all of the other recipes. My chili, Grant's chili, both of our cocktails are going to be up on the Facebook page just a little bit later.
Yep.
You have to check those out. Colleen says hello from San Jose, California. Hello, Colleen. And I thought you said, Laura said she thought it was going to be a beer burrito.
Oh, a beer burrito.
And she put the beer emoji.
If you wrap this in a tortilla, you can call it a beer burrito. Why not?
Sounds delicious. Oh, this is, I kind of can't get enough of this. This might be my new like brunch go-to cocktail.
I think mine a little too spicy, but I like it. I might sneeze. Just warning everybody.
All right, what's happening in Chili Land? Yeah.
So just to catch you guys up, this is my 3 chili, beef and beer chili. So in here I have some onions, some garlic, a bunch of beer, and a bunch of beef. And now we're going to pour in the pureed. You can go ahead and pour that in.
It smells really, really good.
So that was the This was the ancho chilies, the smoked chipotle chili, and the pasilla chili that we reconstituted in some beef stock, and then I pureed it in the blender. So we're going to throw that in there with a whole can of crushed tomato sauce.
Ooh.
And I think that's about it. So you just stir that around. And then I like to put it on a really low heat and just let it cook on the stovetop for like 2 or 3 hours until it kind of like thickens up a little bit.
Awesome. Yeah, you've got that one cooking back there.
Yeah, I have one back here that's
delicious.
cooking. But as I was making this one, I actually made this one yesterday and we're just reheating it. I started to think of like what would I like to top my chili with. And I wanted to make something, because this is a really rich chili. It's really flavorful. I wanted to make something that was, you know, nice and like bright and vinegary on top. So I thought it'd be fun to top it with a chimichurri. So basically what a chimichurri is it's just a bunch of herbs that you're chopping up with some garlic and putting a bunch of vinegar in it. So right here I have some parsley and some cilantro, a you don't like cilantro, you can totally skip it and just do all parsley. If you don't like parsley, just do all cilantro.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Hi to Elaine from Belmore, California, and Denise from Wilson, North Carolina. Thank you guys for watching. Did you guys see what I just did when I transferred Grant's pots? I'm going to show you. I had a good laugh at myself because I just did it in front of all of you guys. It's something we always do in the kitchen when we have long sleeves on. We're a little lazy, and we don't have any towels around here right now. I totally pulled my sleeves up and transferred it that way. That's something we do all the time in this kitchen.
If I did it, I'd have to like.
I know. See, when I'm luckily wearing a long sleeve sweater today. Hi to Pat from Connecticut who loves watching Facebook Live. Hi Pat, thanks for watching. And Patty from Clearwater, Florida says hello.
Hello Patty. Thanks for watching.
This smells so good.
All right, so I have my chopped parsley and cilantro.
And chimichurri is just really fun to say.
I know, right?
Chimichurri.
Isn't that fun?
Michelle. She commented that she thinks you're handsome.
Oh, thanks, Michelle.
Hey, Michelle, you're going to make him blush.
Did you see my shirt today? It says lover.
Oh.
That's for you, Michelle.
Oh.
So I'm throwing in some chopped garlic, a little bit of chopped
jalapeno.
Jalapeno, yeah. That's going to go in there. A little bit of dried oregano. You can use the fresh stuff if you'd like. The problem with fresh oregano is I feel like it's always sold in a big bunch, and I never use that much of it. So
I completely agree with you.
I just use the dried stuff.
I like dried oregano.
A little bit of allspice, just to like sort of brighten it up and make it nice and warm. Will you put in a big pinch of salt?
Yeah. I like the allspice. I think that'll go really nicely with all the flavors and all the nice peppers.
It's very similar to like adding cinnamon to your chili.
Very nice.
So I put in a bunch of red wine vinegar.
Ooh, I'm a vinegary kind of girl too. I
Yeah.
love a chimichurri.
Yeah. And now I'm just going to pour in a bunch of really neutral flavored oil.
Nice.
This is just some canola oil, but you can use any sort of like light flavored oil that you have.
Delicious. Hi to Kathy from Scranton, Pennsylvania. Thank you for watching us. And Kimberly from Mercer, Pennsylvania. Hello. We are, if you guys are just tuning in, we are, Grant is almost done with his beautiful 3 chili beer and beef chili. I've got a white chicken chili cooking over there. We have 2 cocktails. All the recipes are going to be up on the Facebook page just a little bit later. So thank you guys for watching. Sherry from Brandenburg, Kentucky says hello.
Hi.
And Lizette says hi from Pennsylvania. Hi, Lizette.
So the thing about chimichurri is I love to make it fresh like this, but I like to let it sit at room temperature for a while just to let all those flavors kind of meld because you're not going to cook it at all. So I have one back here that's been sitting out for a little bit.
Do you get these?
Oh yeah. When you throw those beans in, I have 2 cans of kidney beans, and those go in. And
drained and rinsed, right?
Yeah,
That's why
drained
they're in
and
this thing.
drained and rinsed. And I just like to throw them in at the last minute, just so you know you don't really need to cook them at all.
They're cooked. You just need to warm through.
Yeah, I just need to warm them up. So I think we're ready to plate.
Oh, nice.
And I like to serve them pretty simply. I'm going to do them in a bowl today, but if you wanted to, you could totally just put this pot of chili out with a big bowl of chips, and you can just start scooping.
Heck yeah.
That's fine to do, right?
Excellent, excellent. Should I scoop some in here?
Yeah, I have a ladle back here.
Oh, great, thanks. Yummy.
And then I just like to top it pretty simply with just a dollop of sour cream.
Ooh, beautiful.
To make it nice and creamy. And then a nice spoonful of our chimichurri. Nice and vinegary. We'll get some of that oil
do we have
on
any
top
spoons
too.
anywhere?
I don't know.
I don't see anything here. Can somebody pass us a spoon from the other side of the camera? Because I really want to try this chili. All right, while Grant's plating that one up, I'm going to just finish up my white chicken chili. Thank you, Leanne. And so I was letting the beer cook out. I deglazed with about a cup of beer. And now it's just pretty much the time you're going to add in the rest of your ingredients. I add in 1 4-ounce can of some green chilies, which I kind of feel like is a really nice time saver. I love cooking with poblanos, but I feel like you have to char them, you have to peel them, you have to chop them. I just like to use the ones in the can sometimes. It helps keep things quick. And then I call this my secret ingredient because I use this all the time, is fire roasted frozen corn.
Yeah.
And it's like what we were saying, you don't have to build a fire. You don't have to get it off the cob. It's just, and it adds a lot of flavor into it. They sell it in the freezer department. And it just adds so much more flavor without having to do any of the work.
Speaking of flavor, Curtis Stone was on today
He
because
was.
it's National or Happy Australia Day. I guess it would be National Australia Day in Australia.
Happy Australia Day
But
to our
here it's
Australian
just-
friends
yes.
who probably
Happy
are all
day.
sleeping because I think it's the middle of the night there.
Oh,
But we're thinking about you all.
Yeah, maybe it's already over there.
Oh, it might be, but we're
Hold on.
celebrating here.
Yeah. And Stacy is watching from Sweet Home, Oregon.
Oh, hello.
That's a fun name.
That is
That's
nice.
that's a nice way to name your town.
That is nice.
Sweet Home. And Sandy is watching. She commented and said you guys are so much fun to watch. Thank you, Sandy.
I'm about to show you guys a trick for my white bean chicken chili. So this is a trick I learned from Rachael. I mean, obviously Rachel's been around for so long. I've been making her recipes for probably the better part of 12 or 13 years. one of the recipes I love the most is a black bean soup that she made on 30-minute meals.
Yeah.
And what she did was she added in some cans of beans. These are just some cannellini beans. You can use any kind of white beans. And so she adds one can in, and then she mashes the other can, and that kind of gives it like a nice creamy texture and like thickens it up a little bit. I was reading some white chicken chili recipes, and a lot of them add like some heavy cream or they make a roux. And I was just trying to think of a way to not add some extra like flour or fat to it. Yeah. So I used Rachel's tip, which is one of my faves.
Amanda commented and said you guys make such amazing food, and she loves it all. Thank you, Amanda. And David is watching from Philly. Hello to everybody in Philly.
Hello, everyone in Philly.
And Colleen commented and said I would take the chips and put it on top of the chili in the bowl. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Colleen, that goes with my theory that anything can be nachos if you try hard enough.
Oh yeah,
anything
totally.
Can be nachos.
Anything can be a nacho. Ashley commented and said you're making me hungry here in Canada.
It's lunchtime. It's time to eat. So I added in my 2 cans of white beans, and now I'm just going to add in a quart of some low-sodium chicken stock. You can use homemade if you have that in the freezer or the fridge. And then honestly, this is like, now you're done with the work. If you've got a crowd to entertain, you can pop this into a slow cooker and just kind of let it go from this stage. Or I've been having this simmer on the stove for maybe like an hour or two. It only needs to simmer for maybe 15-20 minutes until the flavors get all nice and together. And then I just plate that up with some of my favorite chili bar toppings.
It looks so yummy. Dave commented from Sheffield Village, Ohio. OH!
Ohio.
Yeah. See,
I'm from New Jersey.
Faith was watching at home and she said I know she did. She said that she's making white chili too.
Oh, how fun, Faith.
Fun.
You have to check out this recipe.
Pasha is watching from Kodiak, Alaska. Kodiak, Alaska.
Ooh, wow.
It's probably cold in Alaska.
Very
You should
cold.
make some chili.
Make some chili, definitely.
And Amanda commented from Rome, New York. She is making
her mom hungry.
Her mom.
I think she's the one who her mom's a longtime viewer.
Yes. All right.
Hi again.
Hi.
All right, so I've got my chili bar set up here, and what I love about chili when you're entertaining is you just kind of set the pot out, and then you set out all of this kind of stuff. So I've got some crushed up tortilla chips. I always really like that texture in a chili. A little bit of avocado dressed with some lime juice so it doesn't get brown. A little bit of cilantro, and then some nice green onions.
Yeah, that looks delicious.
Should we do a swapsy with our chili?
Yeah, let's do a little swappy swap.
Swappy swaps.
Here you go.
Here you go.
Here's some beef.
Ooh, that looks
Here's
beautiful.
some turkey or
some
chicken.
Turkey chili. I need some chips on this.
Oh yeah, put some chips on it.
Yummy. Hi to Lisa from Sumterville, Florida, and Daniela from Dallas, Texas. Hello, guys.
Hi, guys.
We are going to eat these chilies. We hope that you had a very, very fun time hanging out with us today. Is it molten lava hot?
It's so hot, but it's so delicious.
I know, they're so, so yummy.
I love it.
Grant, all the different peppers in here really make, it's like very complex flavor.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very hard to make at all.
Yeah, super simple. This one is super simple too. Delicious. And I love the fire roasted corn.
Oh, right. It really kind of adds something without having to make a fire. All right, guys. Just a reminder: these recipes for Grant's beautiful chili, my white chicken chili, both of our fun cocktails, which were really, really mind-blowingly delicious today, are all going to be up on the Facebook page just a little bit later. Keep commenting in. Let us know how you like the recipe. Send us pictures of anything you guys cook. And I think that's it for today. We'll see us back here in a little bit. And if you like what you saw today, make sure you like, comment, share, and cook. Bye. Have a great day.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. This is a touchdown.